What's up, party people, and welcome back. This is the series where I take every Street Fighter 6 character from day one all the way to Master Rank. This is a fun and effective way for me to cope with mental illness, and I hope to make you laugh and learn along the way. Every 20 minutes gaming, I recommend a 5-minute break to help improve learning efficiency as well as avoid tilt. Stick around until the end, and I buy one of those for you as well. Now, on to the video. Round 1, fight! So you guys may notice that I'm in the replay channel for this one. I wasn't sure after I finished because that was still pretty much the first session with Ken right out the gate. I played placements and I played just a little bit more because I wasn't sure if I was going to use that footage or if I was just going to splice and be like, well, it took 12 games to get Ken to Master. Sorry, guys. But then after I did all that, I was like, I should probably do a little bit more Ken, but I wasn't sure how much, where I still wasn't deciding, and I was like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna play him just to see where I pretty much rank up in MR, because I hadn't played enough games in Master Rank to tell exactly where I'd stack my Ken up, because I was almost beating like 1700 MR players, like literally inches from beating them. So I'm like, well, I'm probably I gotta at least see where my Ken sits a little bit. I was like, is it random or is it just because of these matchups? I just didn't have enough data, and I figured you guys didn't either, which wasn't fair to the people who want to learn Ken and watch the How to Day 1 videos like every other character I did, you know what I mean? Having one episode of Ken, would have been funny if I just did that on April Fool's Day or something, you know what I mean? But I digress. It's just one of those things that in hindsight, I was like, okay, I should do more Ken gameplay, you know what I mean? Because there just wasn't very much of it at all, So I was like, okay, I'll just play a little bit more Kid. I wasn't sure how much, so that's why we ended up in replay channel for these ones. But it happens. Like I said, I hadn't done this yet with the character. So real quick, while we're going through the replay channel, I want to touch back. If you haven't checked out the How to Day 1 video with Ken Masters yet, please check it out, because I have everything that I reference back in these videos, everything that I use to get to Master Rank. I have it all typed up for you in a guide for you to take pictures with and follow along yourself, so that way you can always reference back to it like I do whenever I'm tilting or whenever I need to figure something out. That way I could keep playing better. So real quick, the 4 fundamentals I'm just going to review are, number 1 is slow down and enjoy the game. Play to learn, play to get better. Don't play for points. Don't play to win. You know what I mean? You're just going to get frustrated. If you listen to me at the end of the last episode, my Ken was on like the first hour, if that, of playing him. And I was losing to like the 1700 MR Chun-Li, but I was getting mad because literally, like, if I just did one thing different, I would have beat him. And don't do, like I said, play to learn, play to get better, which is what I did, you know what I mean? You could be passionate about it, that's fine. But if you're not having fun, that's what's most important. You can be passionate about it, you can get angry, but what's most important is having fun. If you're not having fun, go do something else. Number 2 basic fundamental is basic execution. My every character in these series just have like 6 basic combos: a light combo, a medium combo, a heavy combo, a crumple combo, a wall splat combo, and a drive reversal combo. That's all I'm looking for. I'm looking for just these basic, easy pieces. No, I'm not doing no run stop combos. I ain't doing nothing fancy, dude. I'm just keeping it easy peasy. That way I could focus on my other fundamentals and not have to think about combos or dropping combos. I could just do stuff and not, like I said, not have to worry about combos. Just have easy combos, so I don't even have to think about them. Number 3 is develop a game plan. In the How to Day 1 guide, I have got game plans already typed up for you, some real basic, easy ones, and I also show you how to come up with your own. Follow that guide, take pictures, yada, 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 yada. But yeah, the essential idea of developing a game plan is knowing how your character wants to move, knowing how they want to win. Like a chess piece, you know what I mean? A chess piece can only move certain ways. There's really good chess pieces like the knight, the rook, and the bishop, but they can only move in certain ways. They have to stay in their lane, and that's how you maximize the efficiency and what you're going to get out of those pieces by knowing best how to use them, even though they're really strong, but they're only really strong in certain ways, and there's certain things they can't do. That's the idea of a game plan, knowing how your character, what your character wants to do. The last fundamental is the 20 and 5 rule. Every 20 minutes of gaming, I recommend a 5-minute break to help improve learning efficiency. and avoid tilt. This is the most important rule of the bunch. If you take away anything from these videos, take away this rule. You don't have to apply it to Street Fighter. You can apply it to anything in life. You can apply it to studying. You can apply it to learning guitar, to singing. It doesn't matter what. If you do this rule, this is the best way to maximize time and efficiency. All you dads out there who are like, oh, I only got, you know, an hour a week to play Street Fighter. Do it like this. You'll maximize the time and you'll improve a lot faster. That being said, we'll check out the rest of these games. Oh, geez, looks like I beat this kid. He's probably played a lot on Ken, too, which, you know, it is what it is. But like I said, it doesn't take much to win with this character. Which is kind of why we're here now, you know what I mean? Because I won too much with him. But like I said, I didn't want to deny you guys more time with the character, because some people really probably were looking forward to this kid video. And yes, I poo-poo him, but who doesn't? You kid players are used to it. You know, you pick the guy, get used to it. It's just, that's the kid way. Oh, I dropped that. That's a real easy combo too, and I just totally screwed it up. That's fine. So, okay, right here, it looks like, I mean, I'm just eating fierce punches, and now I'm going to get DI'd for my trouble. That's a lot of damage. That at least gets me out of the corner. Like, in burnout, when you're in burnout, dealing with Jinrai kicks is one of the most miserable things. I'm surprised that I went for that, because, I mean, we all know how easy Ken's level 1 is, but I think it was, well, can I kill here? I better kill level 2. Yeah, that'll kill. Good call. Look at me. I'm sure there was a more efficient combo. I probably could have killed with a level 1 there if I knew the combo, but I don't care. I care about that little thingy in the top corner that says that I won that round. That's the most important resource right there. Because I got to get 2 of them no matter what. You got to get 2 of those little thingies. Doesn't matter what they look like, but you got to get one. Or you got to get 2, sorry. Okay, he is game planning me right now by getting me to the corner, but guess what? I can carry him to this corner. Oh, nice bait. Nice. Yep, that's good damage right there. No meter spent. Nice parry. I mean, hello, Risky. Oh, I showed him what's what. Why do I feel like I've hit him a lot more than he's hit me, and I'm losing? I remember the beginning. I was eating some. Oh, he screwed up. Do I kill him here? Please just kill him. Oh, I could have just level 2'd. What am I doing? I'm probably gonna lose this. I don't know. It looked like he just jumped. It looked like he was, I don't know what he was doing, but it looked like he jumped at me in the corner and died that way. I think I should have lost that by the way I played, but what can you do? So yeah, like I said, I was just playing games because I was just like, I wanted to see where my literally day 1, like hour 2 kid sat on the MR scale. I wasn't sure, because whenever I was almost beating like that Chun-Li and stuff, I'm like, am I really like a high master? Whatever. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing with this character already. And I'm like, yeah, essentially. You know? But whatever. Which, like I said, I just thought it was funny because, like I said, on my main right now, I'm barely at 1800 MR. I haven't really. I hit 18 MR and I kind of stopped playing my main so I can learn. Because I've been having a lot of fun learning all the characters, getting them to master. I kind of want to finish that. Get all the characters to master as soon as I can, basically, right now, just because I've been having so much fun learning the different characters, you know what I mean? And helping people out, even if it's just helping people out a little bit. I think that's really cool. You know, my whole life I like helping people, so if I can do it just a little bit, makes my time worth it, you know what I mean? If I just help one person, then fuck it. Especially, like I said, if I help one person get into the game that I love, then that's even better, you know what I mean? That's as good as it gets right there. But, yeah, like I said, I just wanted to play some extra games for the kid guys so I could show them more of the game plan, more of the basic bread and butters and how effective they are. So like right here, the crouching heavy punch links into the light tatsu, which links into medium uppercut, which is a lot of damage actually for meterless. Don't know why my tatsu didn't go through his fireball right there. I can kill here. I don't think I will. I went for this. If I went for this, I should have went for the kill combo, but again, my Ken is not doing anything efficient. Oof. Nice. I mean, that was hell. Oh, he was trying to level 3 me. Yep. Dead? Oh, man. What could I have done there? I don't think regular uppercut would have beaten his fireball. I think I would have traded and I would have died. That had to have just been an executioner. There's definitely better options than Fierce Punch Tatsu, but again, like I said, my kin is we're about midway into hour 2 of playing this character or whatever right now. In actual matches, not counting like training mode and arcade mode, because I played in arcade mode with the characters first just so I could get some muscle memory for them before I play actual players. Otherwise, I'll be doing, you know, DJ combos with Kin kind of thing. Because I just played him. Looks like I'm dead here. Yeah, that's level 3. She didn't level 3 me. I think he screwed up. He definitely, yeah, he had the kill combo. You could level 3 after what he just did. Chip sequence, not gonna work. That's not safe. I could have killed. Well, I can still kill. I better kill here, right? I don't need much. Huh? He cracked. He did have that combo. That combo in the corner. He could have level 3'd after the snake lunge thingy that makes you go pew. Once you go pew and you go rolling on your back, she can level 3 you. And I would have been dead. Okay, let's see. Nice. Anti-air. Was kind of expecting me to do the heavy kick. Dragon Lash. Okay, carry up to the corner. Nope, I dropped it. I would say I'm probably playing. I probably need a break if I'm doing combos like that and dropping them because my fingers are probably just doing too much. You know what I mean? If I'm doing that run stop, because I wasn't trying to run stop. I was just trying to go into the enhanced Tatsumaki. But I screwed that up. Good bait from him. I don't think he can kill. Yeah. Now he can, yeah. Okay, now for this one. Nice perfect parry. I spent a lot of meter trying to get in with that EX fire. Well, that is -3, so I can at least, yeah, punch him off on me. Something like that. Is that a bait? That is a bait. Let's get damage. Meterless damage. I probably should just spend some meter on it, but I should have just done what I could to keep him in a corner because jumping out like that, you can just punch him in the mouth and kill him for it, but it's a cool combo. I mean, I don't think that was worth it at all, but now it is. Now I'm pretty much dead. He's got some fancy combos, don't he? Nice. He ended up getting that win. Again, it's just small things like him jumping out in the corner that kept me from winning this game, but that's what you get from watching replays. You know, you definitely want to watch your replays. I know it can be tough sometimes, and you might be like embarrassed, whatever. Don't. Just watch your replays. You'll learn so much about your own habits. So many people ask for advice in this game without like doing anything themselves to learn. Like, you know, the one who helps himself is the one who is gonna get better. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm here to help. You know what I mean? I'm here to give you advice, yada yada yada. Whatever you guys want to know, just ask me, and I'll do my best to tell you. But instead of punishing, now he was mashing. But yeah, essentially, yeah, you gotta watch your replays yourself just so you can get a better understanding of. Like I said, you could see stuff that you're like, oh, well, that's actually much easier. Why didn't I just think, you know what I mean? Why didn't I just do that? You know what I mean? What am I doing? Why am I not doing this? Why am I not Jin rag kicking? You know what I mean? And, yep, that's too far. Yeah, that's actually plus. If, you block her EX stabbies, that's plus. +2, I think, so she can. It's a throw mix-up. Okay, there's a nice jump in. Good damage and corner carry. Just let him get out, though. I could tell that my Ken is like in that stage where he needs to take a break. Because I'm not Jinrai kicking these guys in the corner. I'm not throw looping them, which is all I was doing at the start. You know what I mean? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But there was some spaghetti, which Kid thrives in spaghetti scenarios. But yeah, literally, like, just throw and Jinrai kick them in the corner when they try to jump out, anti-air them, and you'll beat so many players. But I've kind of derived from that game plan, probably just from, you know, being tired or yada, 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 not even thinking anymore. Who knows? I'm just kind of drive rushing and DIing now. But yeah, it's not a difficult game plan. That was pretty far of a throw, isn't it? I am just trying to, yeah, I was going to say, just trying to get my, yeah, that was pretty obvious. Drive gauge back. Got my drive gauge back. Got a splat. Okay, I get a combo here. No, I screwed it up. See, again, just doing too much. Trying to, but not doing too much, just kind of overloaded. My mental stack's just kind of, you know, it gets this way. I call them growing pains with every character. You'll start off doing one thing. Why did he do that? Oh, for chip. Okay. Interested. I would have saved that, you know. Oh, I could have killed. Yikes. What a risk by him, but I'm actually... Okay, get out of burnout. That's the first key. EX Fireball. Okay, EX Fireball, good. Just stay back and throw a Fireball. Throw a Fireball. Okay, well, that was strange, but, you know, weird. Don't know why I didn't try to kill him. But, again, like I said, I can see the growing pains is what I call it whenever you're learning a new character and stuff starts to click, but it hasn't, like, settled yet. So you're kind of, like, overloading your own brain is the idea. You know what I mean? And once your own brain gets overloaded, it's like, you know what I mean? You just start. That's why I say you got to take 5-minute breaks. Sometimes you got to take a little longer breaks. Sometimes I'll, like, go play another game for a little bit, play like a match of Marvel Rivals or, you know, whatever, Monster Hunter I'll play for a little bit. And then Monster Hunter's tough, though, because once you don't just play a little bit of Monster Hunter. If you're going to sit down and play an hour of Monster Hunter, whatever amount of time you have left before your responsibilities kick in, you're going to be spending, you know, 6-7 hours of Monster Hunter all of a sudden. Oh, that didn't punish counter. This guy has kept me out pretty well this game, which I'm usually pretty good at getting in on JPs, but this guy's just kind of... Oh, I'm dead though, right? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, usually I don't really have an issue getting in on JPs. I guess, you know, I was just guessing wrong, but again, it looks like my Ken... Looks like Ken needs to be sat down for a little bit. Nice perfect trade. That's what a lot of people will start doing to the Dragon Lash later into the gameplay. I mean, not later into the gameplay, but as you're learning Ken more and more, because it's a pretty slow and telegraphed move. Kind of like Honda's headbutt, you know what I mean? It's not difficult to... Oh, I'm still dropping comp. Yeah, see, we need to put Ken in the corner. We need to sit him down and let him take a break. He did that too late, so now he gets punished for it, which, haha, I'm playing Ken. I get to do dumb shit like that. Okay, I'm expecting a wake-up super. He never did it. Good for him, but, you know. Now he goes into this round with a full stick about it. We both got a lot of meters, so the first one to get a hit is probably going to get some big damage out of it. He went for a back throw out of my drive rush. That's pretty buck wild there, buddy. Oh, we're trading some crouch medium kicks. Yeah, that's not what you want to be doing with JP. You could totally react to that, you know what I mean? Like, oh. Went for that overhead. Oh, I could have killed. Oh, I could still kill. Oh, level 3. Yep. Now he's burnt out. Still alive by like a smidgen, but he is burnt out. Jesus. Yeah, I'd like to throw the EX Fireball here, but it's level 3, which is exactly what I was thinking of. He was probably just going to mash it, you know, because he didn't seem like the player who wanted to fight for his life out of burnout. He seemed like he was gonna take a risk, you know what I mean? Risky guy. Where are we at? There we are. Another match versus this fella. So it's looking like, yeah, I mean, you know, I'd like to play. I don't know, realistically, if I'm trying to learn Ken for realsies, you know, as like a side character to my main character right now, yada yada yada, I'd probably want to play something like 1,000 matches on him, and that's not an understatement. That's just what, after I would play 1,000 matches on Ken, then I'd be able to confidently say where he is, you know, and I'd pick him, you know, against anyone, just like like how I pick my main right now. So like, as of right now, yeah, that would be, out of all the characters that I played, just because Ken is top tier AF, that's why I'd pick him up as a secondary, not even gonna lie. I think Ryu's my favorite character besides my main in the game right now to play. I don't play him like I'd want to, though. I'd rather play it like I don't do the really cool chip damage sequences that the Ryus are doing now ever since Blaz came out. Like, I've seen Blaz do like 3,000 damage chip strings, like literally, maybe more with his Ryu. And I think that's just so sick in this game if you burn someone out with Ryu. And he does so much drive gauge damage. So, I don't know. I think Ryu's super cool. He's not my main, though. You guys still going to have to guess my main. It'll be the last character we do, probably. But, like I said, I'm trying to get through all these characters. Pretty much is the goal right now. I do want to play my main, though. It does hurt some days that I'm just like, man, whenever I'm playing on my main, I know my main character is getting worse, but if I just sit down one night and focus on stuff, it all comes right back, you know what I mean? But right now, helping people out and getting people into the game has been a lot more rewarding. So I take that, you know what I mean? How much more do we have on this video? Okay, so we got this guy, and we probably got one more set, and then, so it looks like I decided, like, okay, my Ken's around the 1,500 mark on day one. And you know what I mean? That's probably what I was just trying to look. I was like, I'm not going to just beat everyone, right? No, I didn't. Honestly, by day 3, yeah, I would be. Just by looking at the replays and seeing the small things that I'm not doing that I just needed to add to my gameplay. That was weird, but whatever. You know. Like I said, just these small things needing to get changed or added would be enough to put him over the edge. But not something I feel like doing right now. I want to continue down the path and get more characters. I just got the Season 1 Fighting Pass, so I can do the Season 1 characters that I haven't done yet, which I think is Aki and Rashid. And of course, the day I buy the Season 1 Fighting Pass, you know what they announce? The new edition that's going to be coming out on all platforms with the Season 1 and 2 characters and the outfits and all that fun stuff. And I'm sitting here like, hoo-hoo, like a jackass. But, you know, I knew that was going to happen. I told my friend, I was like, yeah, as soon as I do buy that pass, they're going to announce it because it happens every single time. But it doesn't matter because I needed the pass now anyways because I'm going to be doing Aki next, which looking forward to. She's a strange character that I don't know anything about, that I'm starting to learn a little bit about, so it's kind of cool. I know a lot of people like her, so. But yeah, we could see that the game plan from Ken has not changed since the very first match. If anything, it's gotten a little worse. If I'm being completely honest, I'm starting to do other stuff that I should. This is hilarious. How many times did I would take a shot, go back that, and take a shot for every jump I just made? I would love to see. That's too funny. I was pogo sticking at this, man. What can you do? You know what I mean? He didn't have the answer for it. Okay, so this looks like the last match of Mr. Ken Masters for now. Like I said, we might return later. Who knows? Who knows? Probably eventually. Because I want to give everyone who mains their characters, I want to give them all love, show them all some love, you know what I mean? But right now I'm just trying to learn the game, essentially, and I think this is the best way to do it. Learn a little bit about every character, get them all to master rank, and then I'll probably know a little something, something, be able to teach you guys better, you know? That's the idea. This dude is mashing. Throw this man. Or this woman. How does she pack those things in there, man? Those things would be busting out. You crazy? That shirt is too tight. That jacket, whatever the hell you even call that thing. Too tight, man. It's like kid be wearing those purple sweatpants. You know what I'm saying? Got to keep it loose, loosey goosey. Nice. Roundhouse. Starting to use that roundhouse a little more. That's really good. But I'm still dropping these combos. You know what I mean? Like that's that's what you don't normally see. Whoa. I've never seen lag in the replay before. That's crazy. Did you guys see that? I've never seen that before either. Maybe that's a hardware issue. Good on my end, I could say that much. The only thing that ever screws up on my side is the controller, but I don't think that was my controller. That was weird. That totally looked like lag. But even hardware issues, wouldn't that just mess up the other I don't know. That was strange magic. Yep, the my special double crouching medium punch. He's burnt out, so okay. I was gonna say I'm not totally out of this, even though I just have a. If he looked at me sideways, God, her face there looked terrifying. Did you see Mai's face? I don't know what the heck that was. That was scary as hell. Okay, well, just a little bit of corner carry there. No anti-air by him. Oh, that's a crush. Boom, boom. Welcome to the corner, baby. Where I can Jinrai you and throw you. And I can get perfect parry. Oh, no. Okay, well, this is actually not too bad. Getting wall splat here. Early. See, that wasn't that much damage. Now I got all my drive gauge back to do dumb shit with. Now I'm out in the corner. Yeah, see, he kind of helped me out by immediately going for that DI because he did not do a ton of damage, which, you know, we take. So this guy liked parrying in the corner, and that looks like I didn't bait it. I was thinking just now, but again, like I said, watching replays, we could see stuff like that. Still got the W, though. But yeah, watching replays, we could see stuff like this fella likes perfect parrying whenever you jump at him in the corner. So you empty jump and you throw him and you get a bunch of damage. You know what I mean? Like 2,500 or whatever the hell it is. Is it that much? Is it 2,500 or is it 2K? I think it's 2,500 for a punish counter throw. Something like that. That's a lot. And you get the hard knockdown, yada, yada, yada. It is a hard knockdown, right? Punish counter throw. Oh, looks like I screwed up, but I accidentally pressed a button. Now we're talking. Now we're getting back to playing the Ken Masters way. Like I said, you got to check your opponent because everyone's different. You want to check their answers for everything. That's an answer. Fan in my face. Yeah, that EX fan just literally auto set play. She gets to just drool on the damn controller the whole time and be like, EX fan, uppercut. It's pretty funny. I mean, I'm playing Ken right here, but you know. The whole game is pretty simple, but I just think Mai is so funny how dumb they made her. And by dumb, I just mean like crazy easy. Ken's pretty crazy easy too, you know what I mean? But Mai's hilarious because it's literally just like everything like his fan. Yep, see auto set. He could have uppercutted me there, you know what I mean? That's auto set play just for off of every knockdown. That one he's plus, so he could do strike throw mix up. Just literally everything with this character, you know? Looks like going to be a hard win for me, but if I get him to the corner, I probably still know I'm dead. Okay, so that brings my MR down a smidgen. But see, I'm beating these high masks, so I'd probably, like I said, if I just sat down for a whole night and grinded Ken to learn more, I'd probably be sitting about 1,600 MR in one night, to be honest. And that's just the character, you know? Oh, I disappeared again. There he is. There's our boy. But yeah, it's funny because yeah, this was literally just one day of Ken, barely even a day, you know. I was just session 3, so I probably played, you know, I probably played Ken for like 2 hours in ranked, if that, you know what I mean? And didn't really change any. Like I said, I probably got worse at some things than better because I was just trying, like I just was forgetting about stuff because I literally had no knowledge, which is funny, but you know, that's just a growing pain part. But like right here, still, nothing's changed. I just want to get the hit. Get it. See, I told you guys I was gonna pick that up. We knew that was coming because every time I jump, he goes for it. Oh, look at that drive gauge. There, no uppercut by me though, and I could have just killed him if I didn't cancel into Jinrai there. But I should have known after I missed my uppercut. Oh, I think he's dead here. He's not. Okay. See, I don't even do drive, rush, cancel combos, which are pretty easy. Just to add a little extra damage. I don't even do that with Ken. Like I said, this is the least optimal Ken ever. But he's just such an effective character if you just keep it simple. Like, okay, now I'm gonna throw. That's what you, after the drive rush, that's what you get. You know, you get that little mix up, strike throw. They can mash out of it, of course. Drive reversal, that's what drive reversal's there for. Okay, this will be good damage. Boom, boom. Nice little chunk there. Oh, and this dude, see, we've got that read on him. That's why I say every player is different. You got, is he dead here? Oh, I dropped it. Ugh, I'm probably gonna lose. That seems to be the story with Ken. Every time I drop my combo, I just lose the game. That was like that Chun-Li. I had the game-winning combo like twice, and I never Jinrai kicked him either. And then, yep, tale as old as time. But again, that's just character and familiarity and not really knowing. Now I know that if you do, like how I do those two kicks, the Jinrai kicks in the corner for the wall splat combo, you cancel the second hit of the Jinrai kick, the heavy Jinrai kick in the corner off the wall splat. You cancel the second hit into level 3 and you get full animation. The combo I was doing where I do the medium, okay, I'm just going to go into it here after. The medium Shoryuken, if you cancel that into level 3, you don't get the full animation. So I've learned that, yeah, you want to cancel the second hit of the Jinrai off the wall splat. Oof. Oh, he screwed up. No drive rush by me. Oh, no drive canceled. I mean, is he dead? He's not, but one more hit will do it. And that'll do it. So yeah, Kid ended up being about 1500 MR out the gate. Like I said, I probably, if I just played more of him, he'd get up there. If I played 1,000 games on him, I'd probably be better with him than my main character, just because the character's so strong. Do I have my settings to always be on player 2 side? That's my bad side, so maybe I did just so I could learn more. I don't know, that's weird because, well, here, no, on that screen, yeah, whatever. On that screen, it's on both sides. I was just on player 2 side a lot, so that'll do it for Ken Masters. Is he fun? Yeah, he's a lot of fun. Is he dumb? Yeah, he's pretty dumb. He's easy to play, you know. There was an intermediate. I would start people out who are just first learning this game. I would probably start them on Modern Luke and have them learn the game that way. Once they learn the game a little bit, if they want to switch to classic controls, I'd probably have them pick up Ken, you know, right at the gate. Like, it's just, I would say that would be learning Street Fighter 6 right now. Being the most effective for the least amount of time, I would say that would be the pathway to take. Even classic Luke. Going from Modern Luke to Classic Luke, then to Ken. But Ken's really not that difficult. If you don't have difficulties doing like motion inputs at all, then play Ken. Like, if you don't care, if you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to play in this game. If you just want to play a fun and effective, easy character who's crazy strong, just in the words of Mr. Sanford Kelly, the immortal Sanford Kelly words, pick a top tier, man. He's so painfully, obviously, top tier in this game that the downplay has literally become a meme at this point. But yeah, it's just too funny. Character's just very strong and very easy to execute his game plan for offense, you know. So what can you do? If you like zoning rather than rushdown, JP. So that would be the path I'd say, is Luke to Ken, Modern Luke to Ken, Classic Ken, or Modern Luke to Classic JP if you like defensive play style. But I'd recommend like everyone learning Ken if they can't, because it's just so simple and so effective. You guys seen it on display in these videos. I'm not doing anything good, and it's just so effective. So I think if you're going to play Street Fighter 6, you might as well have a pocket can because the character is so powerful. But this is bringing us to an end of our video for Mr. Ken Masters. End of his How to Day 1 to Master, even though it was more like how to 45 minutes to Master Rank with Ken Masters. But as everyone knows, if you aren't aware, sorry, I always close out characters with poetry. I love me some poetry, and I like to visit the poets that reflect the culture of the character that we're playing. So we're going to look at a Japanese-American poet named Garrett Hongo and his poem, The Legend, which, I think is pretty fitting for Mr. Ken Masters, who's also American-Japanese. So, in Chicago, it is snowing softly, and a man has just done his wash for the week. He steps into the twilight of early evening, carrying a wrinkled shopping bag, full of neatly folded clothes, and, for a moment, enjoys the feel of warm laundry and crinkled paper, flannel-like against his gloveless hands. There's a Rembrandt glow on his face, a triangle of orange in the hollow of his cheek, as a last flash of sunset blazes the storefronts and lit windows of the street. He is Asian, Thai, or Vietnamese, and very skinny, dressed as one of the poor, in his rumpled suit pants and a plaid machina, dingy and too large. He negotiates the slick of ice on the sidewalk by his car, opens the Fairlane's back door, leans to place the laundry in, and turns, for an instant, toward the flurry of footsteps and cries of pedestrians. As a boy, that's all he was. Backs from the corner package store, shooting a pistol, firing it once at the dumbfounded man who falls forward, grabbing at his chest. A few sounds escape from his mouth, a babbling no one understands. As people surround him, bewildered at his speech, the noises he makes are nothing to them. The boy is gone, lost, in the light array of foot traffic, dappling the snow with fresh prints. Tonight, I read about Descartes' grand courage to doubt everything, except his own miraculous existence, and I feel so distinct. From the wounded man lying on the concrete, I am ashamed. Let the night sky cover him as he dies. Let the weaver girl cross the bridge of heaven and take up his cold hands. Damn, son, that's some powerful stuff, and I know powerful stuff because I am the depressed gamer. I need you all to be good to yourselves. Please like, comment, subscribe, especially if you stuck it out this long, people. Leave a comment just to say hello. I reply to every single one of them. Or if you have any questions, fire them away, people. Fire them away. Please leave a like as well because it helps these videos circulate. It really does help the channel quite a bit whenever you like the video. So I appreciate it every single time. Keep on struggling. And I will see you in the next one.